72 hours, but we really expect it as early as tomorrow to be live, and no later than Wednesday for payments to be live. Number two, we will then run commissions at the end of the week on Sunday, and do our first. Then that following Thursday, we'll do our first pay run and commission payout. So we're very, very excited to get that started and off and running. Those of you that have been able to log into your accounts and watch the Bitqyck come up, we're in the final stages of what we like to call a simple wallet. It's more advanced than what you have seen with what GoYoCoin has, or YoCoin has. But we'll have a training on that. That's very simple to activate. There's several thousand people that'll be using that for just activity reasons will just be using the wallet and not have a Bitqyck back office, because if they're not active, we really don't want people to enroll with Bitqyck if they're not going to work the program. There's a new video up. If you've not noticed, if you go to the Bitqyck YouTube channel, you'll see a new video that is on about navigating the back office, how the payment system works, and so that's there for you to look at. And I'm just looking at where that is, but definitely is there. There you go. And then we have a couple of new ones on the exchanges at the GoYoCoin. We won't go over there tonight, but over at the GoYoCoin site, there's a couple of new ones, and a new one that went up today on the Chinese exchange, which we are working diligently on what we have said we were over the last 3 to 4 weeks. We're working diligently on launching that program. We had some of the groups in today. And so you're going to see a lot of things over the next few, actually, Jeremy, it's on the YouTube channel for GoYoCoin. So if you type in YouTube and then GoYoCoin, you'll see it there. What I want to stress is the next few days is really the first days of launch. And you want to position everyone you can to be active. You're going to see a lot of announcements from us quickly. Wednesday we have an open house at the Dallas home office. Jeremy, I don't know if you have a copy of that flyer. I think I sent it to you, but there's an open house here in Dallas. So if you have anybody in Dallas, Texas you would like or close by to see the home office, we're going to be there on Wednesday night at 7. And then we have a 2-day meeting Friday and Saturday night in LA. There's a flyer we sent Jeremy on that too, and that'll have a ton of the home office staff. And then the following week we're going to be in Chicago, and we'll do a couple of days there. We're going to invite Jeremy up there with us, and then we come into Tampa and Orlando and Atlanta. So we'll get more of that schedule available soon. But stay tuned. You're going to see announcements in your email, and those of you that are registered in Bitqyck, and you're going to see announcements on the news portion of the site. So make sure that you stay tuned. Again, watch for the opportunity for you to activate your site over the next few hours, and then we'll have our first commission run on Sunday night. So we're looking forward to all of that. Jeremy, I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Okay, great. So Bruce, are we going to do like an official announcement of the stuff that's rolling out with Bitqyck maybe this week? Should we do like an announcement?
Absolutely. There will be an email out as soon as the payments goes live to everybody in the system. We'll blast all of our leaders also, and then we'll follow up with the meeting schedule right after that, and then we'll follow up following those two announcements with when the replication goes live. We're going to give a window of about 48 hours after the payment system comes up for people to grab those last few remaining people they want to position, and then we're going to turn the replication on, and then we're going to blast out to the 9,000 or 10,000 we've got in our database now through the match site. So it's the next few days are going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, great. So basically, you're saying that replication payments should be up now. When can our people expect to be able to start enrolling the businesses? When does that take place?
You're going to see the application change. It'll take place right after replication. You're going to see the application. You'll see that last question become number one, and that's when they're going to be able to go out and enroll businesses and connect them to them.
Okay, great. That sounds really good. Keith, did you have anything, bud? I think he's muted. I don't know if he went mute, I think. All right. So guys,
yeah,
site.
Keith was actually with us today with the visitors, and Jeremy.
I'm here.
We had a couple of. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Bruce,
Finish what you were saying.
I'm just going to say, Keith, as you and I have experienced over the last few days, we've seen leaders from other companies that are top leaders get extremely excited about this program and what the marketing system, the steps that we're taking to lay the foundation, and then the future of this as it goes out the door. So we have great new examples. I know, Jeremy, you're working on some wonderful tools for everybody to see and really get a picture of how all this works. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, and real quick, while Bruce is on that subject, then I'll let you take it away. We're really close, guys, on a lot of things. So as the platform Bitqyck rolls out, replicated sites this week, in the announcement, all that stuff, it's gonna get really crazy, guys. It's gonna be exciting, and we're gonna follow that right up with just some amazing tools as well. And I'm super excited about getting the business-to-business video script back today. We're gonna be doing some tweaks on that, and that will go right into production. And I think, Bruce, you're really excited about that as well. So I think that we're really on the right track to really just wow these business owners and give you guys the tools to really, inform them on why they're going to want to participate in this, and what's in it for them, the value for them. So, Keith, go ahead, bud.
Yeah, well, one of the things that Bruce was talking about is the leadership that's been coming in and out of the office here recently. And I got to tell you that, we work in a building, as some of you may know, down in Dallas on Hervey Street. And in 17 floors, 14 of those floors happen to be technology floors, and you've got some really, really sharp people coming in and out of those doors. I mean, you meet people in the elevator, down the hallway, in the restaurant downstairs. You start talking to them, man, and I'm telling you, some of the best ideas around are coming out of these guys' brains and their mouths, and it's really exciting to be a part of that energy. So 14 of those floors are dedicated to technology, and when we've told any of these guys, I mean anybody and everybody, about what it is that we have, you can see a light bulb go off in their brain. As a matter of fact, the smarter somebody is, the faster it happens. And not saying anything for people that takes a couple of days to wrap their brain around it, but I'm just saying that some of these tech guys look at this and their mouths drop and they go, "Do you realize what you have here?" And we're like, "Yeah, we know what we have." And they're like, "No, really, do you know what you have here?" And I said, "Yeah, we know what we have," and it's very exciting. So, I had the opportunity to sit down with a friend, Craig, today at the office, and Craig and I were shooting some ideas back and forth, and he was asking me questions about, what do I say? What do I do? How do I get into, to start talking to some of these people? What are the benefits? I mean, outside of Groupon, what are the benefits of taking Bitqyck into these stores and, selling products, services, and goods with Bitqyck versus Groupon? So we wrote a little bit of list. We came up, basically asked a very simple question. If I could show you how to increase your bottom line by 10% a week, would you be interested in hearing a little bit more what I've got to share with you? And who's going to say no? And listen, guys, our application is free. To sign up for a business owner, it's free. So there's no risk for them on the front end. So what are some of the things? I mean, we did some breakdowns. We looked at some numbers with Groupon. And listen, guys, Groupon has been the only game in town for a long time, and it's really good, and it's a healthy situation to have a healthy competition in the marketplace with them. And we believe that what we have is just going to, do some make some real serious noise out there in the marketplace, because nobody is doing what we're doing. Now, there is an exception to something that we saw just the other day, which was really, really interesting. So we know we're on the right track. Domino's Pizza just released a thing. I don't know how many of you have seen this commercial, but they say if you buy 6 pizzas, you can get either cash, you can get a free pizza, or you can get some stocks. And certain people, they said certain people, the way that they worded it was interesting, certain people will be able to qualify for stock in Domino's when you order 6 pizzas. I believe that was the number. So when you see that starting to happen, guys, we know we're on the right track. Here's a company that's been around, made millions and millions of dollars. And look, compare pizza to dollars. There is no comparison. Okay? We're talking about currency here. We're not talking about pizza. We're talking about currency that everybody wants and everybody needs in order for our world to go round. They don't all need pizza, although we all like pizza. They don't all need it. So some of the things that we talked about with these people, how to compare, we walk in, we ask them that basic question, and then we talk to them about some of the benefits for them. Number one is, my understanding is what I've heard recently, and Jeremy, I think you were on the phone with me when one of your guys was telling me that it's net 60. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's net 60 for people the businesses to get paid by Groupon. Was that your guy that we were talking to?
I don't recall that conversation. One of the things I do know, and maybe we could say this on the webinar tonight, because I've been telling this to a lot of the guys that we've been bringing on, and particularly one guy, Mike, he was talking to me like a few days ago, and he said, so how long is it going to take for these business owners to get paid from Bitqyck when they sell a daily deal? And, I said, well, it's only 5 days. And, Groupon's like 30 days. I think that they 45, and now it's 30 days. Imagine, guys, the selling point when you walk into a business or you got a buddy that owns a business and say, hey, man, you know what Groupon is. Take a look at this, and this is what you're going to get. Rewards, you sell a coupon, you're going to get cash, plus you're going to get Bitqyck. And, the potential of that is going to go up based on what's happened with, cryptos around the world. And now, and one of the things I love what Bruce said, Keith, and this is really, really, really important for everybody to understand, is that we're starting out of the gate with a marketing platform, a commerce platform that's tied to an actual cryptocurrency that's exchanging goods and services. And this is exactly how Bitcoin should have started, even though, Bitcoin's at $1,000 plus a coin. It's gone crazy. Imagine if they would have had an ecosystem like this from the beginning. Yeah. It might have went way faster. So, guys, the potential here is crazy, and we're paying our guys in 5 days. So when they sign up with us, they're getting their money in 5 days. That's a huge value add. It's going to be like shooting fish in a barrel when you talk to business owners, because why would they not do it? Why would they not? It doesn't cost them anything, right? So.
Exactly. And you know what? And maybe it wasn't the conversation I had with you, but I could have sworn that somebody told me, and it might have been a couple of guys you introduced me to, that they said that they know for a fact that it went from 30 days to 60 days. So 30 days or 60 days, 5 days is a whole lot sooner. And I'm sure that when you're a small business, as my wife and I have been a small business, anybody else out there understands this that's owned a small business, cash is king. To be able to get the money in your hand as quickly as possible, so you can generate more advertising or buy goods and your products or whatever it is that you're selling is really important to keep the engine running. So one of the things is that net 60 or net 30, depending upon how you look at it, doesn't matter. It's still, ours is net 5, net 7, somewhere right around in there. The increased customer, the traffic, foot traffic, and the customer base. And here's how kind of that lays out. So let's say that Craig and I were talking about an example of Mike's subs today, and he asked me, he said, well, if somebody has a coupon for 3 subs, let's say 3 for the price of 1 or something like that, and he's at the office and he's going on a Mike sub run, and a couple other people in the office say, hey, I want a Mike sub too. Can all of them get that same discount on that 1 ticket? The answer is no. You'd have to have separate tickets. So guess what? The person who has that initial coupon could actually sign up the other people in the office and then make a commission commission, a cash commission if they're an affiliate, and also get the Bitqyck for bringing their friends into Mike's subs or to Shelly's, Pilates class, or into Kenny's barbecue ribs, or wherever you're going. Is that going to be exciting when you get referral fees for bringing your friends to places you already go, that you already talk about? And on top of it, think about how that's going to pan out for the actual businesses themselves. It is a grand slam home run. There's nothing like it happening right now. And again, keep in mind that when the businesses put those coupons out, they get paid too. They get paid in cash. They also get paid in Bitqyck. Now, what's the importance of having Bitqyck? There's ownership in a technology business called Bitqyck. There's ownership. So for every coin that goes out there, 1/10 of a share of common stock is embedded in every single coin. So look, if they sit on those coins and they hold on to them for a while, let's say that those coins went from 2 cents, which are coming out of the gate at, and 2 years from now, and I'm just using this as an example, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen, but let's just say that it goes to $2. All of a sudden, you've got, a payment that, went from $10 to, what is it, 100 times its value. Think about the possibilities there, and again, they have ownership, they have stake in a company, in a technology company that is moving and shaking. So by being able to sign your friends up and bring them on board, it's a win-win situation for you, it's a win-win situation for them. They get their food, you get your food for free basically, plus you're making a commission. It's a win-win every way you look at it. So it's really, really super exciting about what we have to offer. And I personally, I'm just going to say this myself, I think we're going to give Groupon a run for their money. They've been the biggest game in town, the only game in town for a while. They bought up Living Social, but I think that they're going to, their head's going to spin off their shoulder when they see us coming. So with that, Jeremy, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Yeah, and I just wanted to show this, Keith. I don't even think I've shown you this, but we were starting to break down the numbers. So, those of you guys watching this webinar, I want to give you guys kind of a goal, as we roll this thing out. And, Bruce sent over the numbers, and so I kind of scripted this out, and this is actually going.
Make sure we do a disclaimer on this, Jeremy.
Yeah, this is not obviously guaranteed or results, but this is just an actual example, guys. If you did this, it would equal X, but obviously, nothing's guaranteed here. But I just want you to understand. We're basing this on a 10 consumer a month, 2 businesses a month. Okay, so just imagine that, guys. And there's going to be trainings that Keith and I are going to do, and a lot of other people are going to do as we start to roll out the trainings and stuff like that. But 10 consumers a month for free is nothing. You guys will get that. One post on Facebook when you see the video that we're coming out with, guys. Everybody's going to go sign up for free on this platform.
Jeremy, do me a favor. Tell them the difference between a consumer and a business, okay? Because I think people need to know the difference.
Okay, sure. So a business is the person that is selling the coupon. So, for example, Mike's subs, like what Keith was talking about. So Mike signs up on the platform, and he's the business owner, and he wants to get cryptocurrency, and he wants to get more people coming in the door and buying his subs for a good deal, whatever. So he signs up on the platform, and he, allocates his coupons on Bitqyck, okay? So a consumer comes along for free. So let's say that, you go out on Facebook and you post this video and it has your link. Sign up here for free to get, great daily deals and rewards that'll blow your mind, whatever. And we'll have some great Facebook posts, and I'll write all those things, and Keith's awesome at that stuff. So we're going to have canned text messages for you guys to copy paste, just hit social media. And what's really cool, guys, is people will share your stuff. So a consumer that likes what they just saw, they can share it, and guess what? All those people are going to be tied to you, and they're just consumers. So imagine the consumers upon consumers upon consumers upon consumers that can come from just one guy sharing it. And I'm going to show you guys how to get people to virally share your stuff, okay? Social media is one.
This is an internet marketer's dream, Jeremy.
It is.
If if somebody wants to sit at their home, I mean, look, you're going to have a lot of belly-to-belly, face-to-face action going on. There's going to be those people that want to go out there and, look, I'm talking to everybody that I meet that I'm doing business with in face-to-face already. But if somebody lives up in the mountains or on the beach or in the middle of the desert and they don't have a whole lot of stores or anything, they can do this work this as an internet marketing company and really just, I think we're going to pull some of the biggest internet marketers on the planet into this program. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really cool is we're going to have like this cutoff window unless we extend it. Keith, maybe you can lend more light to that. But there's a very short window, maybe 6-7 weeks, to where the package will be available. The affiliate program or whatever. Unless I'm mistaken on that, I'm not sure. But I think that that's kind of the thing where we're going to kind of get our core tribe, and then it's going to be all about consumers and businesses. And so that way, the people that got in under the window, you're going to reap the biggest rewards because of the global pool and all that stuff. Is that what you kind of understand, Keith?
Yeah, that's it. April 20th is the cutoff date for those packages, and you'll be able to what you want to do, and we'll go over another webinar with this and more specifics. I think we should probably incorporate that into the next webinar. I want to see you finish this example before we do that. Yeah, you want to get to what's called the platinum level, and everybody's going to need to see that in real time. So why don't we set up another webinar maybe towards the end of the week or middle of the week or something like that, where we go over that specifically and tell them how that works.
Yeah, and guys, think about it. After the packages are over, the affiliates can still sign up for free. They don't have to buy the package. I believe, unless that's not what we're doing. But I mean, maybe they'll extend you can sign up for free affiliates, or maybe the affiliate program is over. That remains to be seen. Well, let's not worry about that today. Just know that you guys are here today, and you're in under the window, so it's awesome. So I want you guys to look at this for a second, and we kind of broke this down. And by the way, I appreciate my buddy Thomas Armour, just an amazing guy, kind of help me wrap my head around these numbers. He's just really great at comp plans and understanding the business. So this is based, guys, on a $50 coupon. So, and Bruce and all these guys done a lot of interviews with business owners. The average business does about 100 coupons a month if they're any kind of business at all, okay? So let's just say, for example, that you went out every month and you got 10 free retail customers or consumers. How are you going to do that? Social media, email marketing, stuff like that. We're going to show you guys all that stuff. It's going to be part of the training, okay, with the Bitqyck system, okay? 2 businesses, okay? So how will that happen? Well, you can contact the businesses through email marketing, contact them, send them your link and to go through something like this right there. So they'll opt in, and the whole platform will be explained to them in under 3 minutes. It's amazing. And it'll just be call to action, sign up. It's going to blow their minds when they see just how elegant this video is going to be done. Okay? So that's the goal. Just think about this in small increments. 10 consumers a month. A lot of you guys can do a heck of a lot more than that, but let's just go 10 a month. That's less than 1 a day, okay? All right, 2 businesses a month. Now, here's what's going to happen. Example of $50 a coupon, which is the average. And Keith, can you see this pretty good, or do I need to make it bigger?
No, I see it. It looks good.
Okay. Okay, so $50 average. So you'll be making $210 a month in cash and collecting $374 in Bitqyck. Doesn't sound like a lot, but hang on. Wait for it, okay? Remember, the Bitqyck you're receiving is very important and the key to building wealth as an affiliate. So I'm talking to all you guys because all of you on this webinar are affiliates, okay? So using the powerful Bitqyck marketing system, all you got to do is help 4 other affiliates do the same thing, and they're going to repeat the process just like that. So I'm just talking about 4 guys that want to get 10 free customers a month, and they're going to be able to sit on their butt using social media, talking to friends around the neighborhood, whatever, wherever they go. Hey, sign up for free. You're going to get a business card, get some flyers, pass out your system link, and it'll explain the whole thing and close them right there on the spot, because it's not hard to sign somebody up for free, especially when you're giving value. Okay, didn't mean to get off track. Anyways, so you would be earning $1,000 a month in cash, so like your commissions. And guys, remember, this has nothing to do with the packages, the $199s, $349. This is just straight up business, all right? And remember, you're still collecting the 374 Bitqyck every month, so keep that in mind. Based on the average of the business and consumers you refer, naturally, they're buying and selling coupons, okay, based on the 100. In 3 months, you got $3,000 a month cash. 6 months, $6,000 a month. So that's $72,000 a year in retail business, and you're selling a free business. Guys, understand that, key. This is so powerful. Like, guys, anything else, it's like you got to get somebody to sign up for $500. You guys are turning people on to something that doesn't cost them anything, and you're getting this kind of money. Think about this: 12 months, $12,000 a month. This is just based on you got 4 guys and you. Some of you guys are going to get a heck of a lot more than that. So think about the potential here, but I just wanted to break it down real small for the average person to say, I can get 4 people, and we're going to go out and get 10 free customers a month and sign up 2 businesses for free, okay? And you can do that all from home. Imagine when some of them do 11,000, like in our example in the sales video, and you guys haven't seen that yet, and we will launch that probably next week. But anyways, now, if that's not enough, guys, on top of that, you would have 225,000 Bitkeys, okay, at an initial price of 2 cents. That's worth $4,500, okay? So just imagine in the Bitcoin example, it started out 6 cents or so, reached as high as $1,200. Now, we're not saying that Bitqyck in any way, shape, or form is ever going to go that high, but I go back to my just logic. We're starting out with an ecosystem and a marketing platform that's going to connect buyers and sellers to each other, and it's giving away rewards by passing along Bitqyck with each transaction. It goes with the sale, so it's creating market penetration. Supply and demand. It's happening immediately. So what I mean is we have an infrastructure, a platform. It basically piggybacks on the daily shopping and buying habits into cryptocurrency. It's like frequent flyer miles. I love this example. Thank you, Thomas. This was his idea. It was kind of cool. On steroids, except you can use as cash. So a lot of times back in the day, people didn't know what frequent flyer miles were. They were just getting them. It was like a rewards. They were getting them for flying. Okay, it's kind of cool. It's cool to kind of make that connection. But instead of that,
that's great example.
Yeah, great job, Thomas. And I know he's watching, so he's probably blushing right now. But he's like, this is kind of how he was explaining to people, guys. Okay, so basically, back in the day when we got frequent flyer miles, we didn't know what the heck they were, but the airlines were giving them away to us, and then we saw a value in it. Hey, we could trade them in for flying places for free after we collected enough of them, right? So here we're giving cryptocurrency, and we're giving money back. Okay, so think about this, to do whatever you want with it. So let's just break this down simple. So what if the coin only reaches 50 cents over the next year or so? And I think that's a shoo-in based on what we've got going on here with all the businesses that are going to come on board, all the consumers buying and selling. I think that's an absolute home run. I think we can do that in definitely the first 12 months, all right? And some of you guys on this webinar are holding a heck of a lot of Bitqyck, all right? So the first year you've collected 225,000 coins. That's $112,500 worth of Bitqyck, and all you did was refer free consumers and sign up businesses for free. Not bad, right? Now, that's something to write home to mom about when you say, all right, so if we do 1% of what Bitcoin's growth did, it just goes to $10, you'd have millions of dollars, guys, giving away a free business. This is the affiliates dream company. Back to you, Keith. Hopefully you like that.
I love that. I really, and I got a text from one of my buddies that's a numbers guy, and he said this is really good stuff. And so one of the things I want to point out is that when we were running some numbers and we were looking at some Groupon advertising, we found one Groupon in Los Angeles that was doing a painting class. It was a group painting class for 2 hours. Normally $99. They were selling it for $49. They had over 100,000 people buy those coupons. Over 100,000. We figured out by breaking it down, had they done that through us, that the affiliate that signed up the business would have earned $200,000, and the affiliate that signed up the affiliate would have earned $100,000 just on that one deal. So guys, I want you to get your brain start thinking about, the Pilates classes, yoga classes, gyms. You think about barbershops, hairdressers, massage places, dentists. If you really want to get a great list, go to Groupon and look at their list, and then start getting your head around that, and then make that a list of people to go after once we launch this fully. I'm finished.
Yeah, and guys, think about it. Are you guys really ready to join probably the greatest affiliate marketing program that's ever hit this space? Direct sales, referral marketing. We're changing the game, guys. What other business can you sign up for $199? And that's going to go away. We won't even be accepting affiliates after April 20th unless they extend it. What I'm saying, guys, this is a small window for you to go out and just go crazy. Guys, we got 7-8 weeks. Okay? A little bit longer, like 9 weeks. And, so this is the time to really rack and stack, go as wide as you can, sponsor as many people, bring as many affiliates as you can. So you've got an army, and then, you work with the willing. And we're going to have all the tools and everything you need. But this is a sexy business, guys. This is just, we're giving away something for free that has so much appeal and so much draw to it.
Value.
So much value that, there's really no other competition. We're not really going to have any competition in the marketing space because we're in the cryptocurrency game, which is the hottest thing on the planet. Everybody knows. Other companies have proven that cryptocurrency is selling big time to opportunists, people that are into the game to make money. But we're doing something so much larger than that. We're combining direct sales, cryptocurrency, and commerce, and it's coming together in full force. It's a train wreck, and it's going to be insane. Right in smack dab in the middle of, it's going to be an absolute crazy ride if you guys will get, your head around this thing. So I hope you guys understand this example. So just think about this is very minimal. Some of you guys are going to bring in 100 affiliates, and, so you just do the math. And, some businesses are going to do way more than 100 coupons. Keith, what did you say? How many deals did they sell?
100,000 plus coupons. Yeah, 100,000 plus deals.
Yeah, so some of you guys on this webinar know some large vendors that you're going to be able to the money is going to.
That's an art. That's an art class. It's an art class in Los Angeles. It's not like some giant conglomerate. There's some big company. It's an art class.
So, well, I think we just got this new dog cage right from Groupon, and my wife just lives on Groupon, by the way, because we're just not out yet. So, and then she's going to be shifting over to that. So, old habits die hard, right? Perfect. And so this dog cage, I think they sold like 26,000 of them. Like, I'm not even kidding you. 26,000 sold. So I'm starting to think. So when she showed me that, I was going, "Oh my gosh, the potential with Bitqyck is ridiculous." Guys, there's so many people in this company. They're going to get flat out wealthy, and you got to think about this one phrase that I got here. If you receive Bitqyck is important to remember, guys, because it is what's going to create wealth. Understand that the cash is great, and like these numbers, 3,000 a month, 6,000 a month, and guys, we're lowballing this on a really. Keith, don't you think 10 consumers and 2 businesses a month is totally reachable for like the average person that just spends maybe 6 to 7 hours a month on their business? I mean, if they really dedicate.
Yeah, I think that if people plug into the system and just do some of our trainings and go out there and just talk to people, and we get paid to talk. That's what we do. And so if you're already going to these places, then you're giving them your business. Why wouldn't you take 2 minutes, 5 minutes to tell them about what it is that you're doing? I think, like you said, it's like shooting fish in a barrel. So you're gonna see people. I have to correct you on one thing. You're not going to see wealth. You're going to see generational wealth in this company. Generational wealth, which goes from one generation to the next, to the next, to the next. That's what I believe that we're building here.
Yeah, and for those of you guys that are belly-to-belly people that use like you don't mind walking into a business, you can walk right in to a business with your iPad. Like you got 5 minutes. If you're sitting at a restaurant, hey, is the owner here? Whatever. I got something free for him. I want to give him whatever the line is. You'll be able to just pop open your iPad and show them a 3-minute video, and their eyes are going to pop out of their head. Trust me, it's going to be a lot easier than you think. That's what I think. So I'm done. I think this was a great webinar, guys. I think you guys are starting to see what's happening here, and stuff is coming together. Um, what you see here is going to be the end of the affiliate sales video. Tweaking some wording here and there, but I think I'm pretty close with this. So that sales video will be probably done either by the end of the week or early next week, and then it'll be inside the system. Hopefully, guys, we'll have the marketing system like ready to launch sometime early next week. Just waiting on some content pieces from some other parties, and then we'll be able to rock and roll, lock and load. And we're gonna do Monday night training, I think, Keith, and then Tuesday night, Thursday night will be the recruiting webinars, and more on that. So at least, guys, 2 times a week while the affiliate program is going on, we'll have a live recruiting webinar over the next 9 weeks, twice a week, so you can get everybody there and really start to build a big team, so that way you have an army to go out and just kill this thing.
Here's what I'd like to leave people with, Jeremy, and then I'm ready to jump off. I think that people need to go after your leaders right now, get them positioned, and I would keep your biggest players right on your front line. That's the way that you're going to want to do it in the beginning, and sponsor them right on your front line. This is a unilevel. It's a hybrid unilevel. This is not a binary. Okay, so keep that in mind. But what you want to do is get people positioned right now, because when that floodgate opens up, where we're able to start taking the payments here in the next 24, 48 hours, you're going to want to look. They're paying their first commission on Sunday. So how many of you want to earn a commission in this company out of the gate? Because remember, you only have, in any company, in any business, in any startup, you only have the first 30, 60, 90 days one time. And people are going to ask you 60, 90 days from now, how are you doing? What's happening with you? How much have you made? Now, obviously we don't want to promote with that, but people happen to do that in this industry. They ask you, how successful have you become in the first 90 days or the first 60 days? So guys, you have an opportunity here to jump on this right now. Get your people lined up, get them positioned. We're going to share some packages with you. $199, $349, and $499 is how they'll be able to come on board. And with that, we'll put together another one of these webinars. I think we might be able to do something before we leave here for California. Jeremy, we're leaving Friday morning, but maybe we can do something Thursday night and tell people what, break down the compensation plan a little bit more. How's that sound?
Yeah, I was planning on a Thursday night because I think we'll have replicated sites out by then, and it should roll out tomorrow, guys. And they're going to be sending out an email from corporate, like for go time. So all of you guys get ready, pay attention to an email shortly. Get in there, grab your package so you can be qualified and you can get your certificate to start, enrolling the businesses. And that's key. And get everybody in that you can, guys. This is go time. So you need to, my goal, guys, some of you guys, I would try to focus on over the next 9 weeks. I want to put in 30 affiliates. It can be done. When they see the videos that are coming out next week on this opportunity, and you just share that with 30 people, well, you probably have to share it with 60 people to get 30. But I believe 50% of the people you show it to will come on board. I think it's that strong. So,
Jeremy, I got to jump off, buddy. I've got a call I got to get on.
All right, man. And I'll let you guys go too as well. So thanks, guys, for coming out for the webinar, and we'll send out a link for Thursday night, and we're gonna have a great time. Thanks for coming, guys. See you.